Good morning, Cameron. What are we doing today?
So we're gonna be going camping and doing a review on this new tent we got. We'll be going to Cimarron Canyon State Park, New Mexico, and setting up, reviewing that tent, camping, staying for 3 days, and that's basically it.
The other thing that's going on here today is Mr. Cameron has a secret Rickroll planned for me at some point. He keeps dropping hints about it. I'm gonna figure it out and deactivate it, but he sure is trying hard. So I might get surprised with that somewhere along the line. So we're almost loaded. We have to stop and get some ice. What else? Anything else? I think we're just about ready.
Yeah.
Except for... Right?
Oh, my hair. Okay. Why don't you tell us a bit about the history here?
So where we are now is we're like just outside of the town of Cimarron, the village. We are actually driving up in the U Park area up through the canyon, and over here on this side you can see a lot of the trees are burnt because there was a really big wildfire that burned through here several years ago. It's been, geez, I don't even know how many years now. But it was the U Park fire, and it was huge. It burned almost like all the trees going through the canyon, and this used to be such a beautiful place, and then the fire ripped through, and you can see all the remnants up there on the mountain up there. And then also in this area is Philmont Scout Ranch, which is a huge deal because it's just, this area is just so beautiful that it's like the perfect place for scouting, and all like Boy Scout troops from all over the country come out here every summer just to go to Philmont. In fact, this past weekend we had a troop from California that was in the area because they'd come up to Philmont and they were waiting for their train to come to take them back home. So this is like a really historic place, and there's like a lot of history about like Kit Carson and the Outlaws and stuff out here.
Billy the Kid.
And Billy the Kid was like in this area too. So like Cimarron, for as small of a village as it is, it's got a lot of interesting history and exciting things that go with it. So, okay, so we are up here just a little ways past the Maverick Campground, and we are at the Palisades rock formations. So the sign here says, "These spectacular cliffs are cut by the Cimarron River through igneous rock known as a sill, and composed of the rock type monatite, which was in place some 40 million years ago as these southern Rocky Mountains were being uplifted." And it is 8,000 feet up there. That is incredible.
So it's not 8,000 feet from here to there. The top of there is 8,000 feet above sea.
Yeah, the top of that is 8,000 feet. But wow, it's beautiful. Just look at that. And Johnny Depp actually shot a cowboy movie up here. I don't know what it was called. Dad, do you know what that movie was called? What was that movie called?
With Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
It was The Lone Ranger.
So yeah, this is actually the area where Johnny Depp filmed The Lone Ranger. Just parts of the movie, but you can see why it is just beautiful up here. And when we were back in the village, I missed talking about it, but There's also the St. James Hotel is in the village, and they say that that hotel is actually haunted, and there's bullet holes in the wall. There's still bullet holes in the ceilings from the Wild West and Billy the Kid and the Outlaws. The holes are still in the ceiling, which is pretty incredible. I don't know any of the ghost stories that go with that place, but they say that it's haunted, so that's really cool. So here we are at the Cimarron River, and this is a beautiful river. This feeds right into the Gravel Pit Lakes, where we're actually going to be fishing this weekend. And just, it's such an amazing place out here just to be out in nature, and it is just wonderful. Just listen to this for a minute. Like, how amazing is that sound? And we have to be super careful filming here because this is a poison ivy area, so there is poison ivy everywhere, and I'm not sure if that's it behind me or not, but probably because it's got 3 leaves. So we're gonna have to be super careful filming this weekend because of the poison ivy. And look at this view of the Palisades. Amazing. And here we see some of the beautiful greenery in this area, in the mountains. And just one of the things that makes Cimarron Canyon such a beautiful place to be. This is what we come out here for every year. This is why we come camping up here, is to be out and to be in nature. To disconnect from the devices, although I guess we're not really disconnected if we're filming a YouTube video, but I digress. It's beautiful out here.
Cameron, we're over here.
This log fell many, many years ago, and over time, the stream has just started running right through this gap here in the log, and it is amazing. This is one of the wonderful phenomenons of nature, that a log that falls over can turn into a part of the river. It's just amazing. Action.
So here we go. The new tent. I got the front, you get the back. The new tent we bought at Walmart a couple days ago. $225. Supposed to set up in about
2 minutes, I think it
2
was.
minutes.
Yep.
Now this is our first time setting it up, so it's probably gonna take about 2 hours. It's all yours.
Okay.
You did.
And if you look at this, I had it laid out so that it was never gonna give you up.
I just got rickrolled by a tent and
And a 10-year-old.
a 10-year-old kid. Were you in on this?
No, I had no idea. I knew that he was trying to rickroll you, but I didn't
Good
know.
one.
Like, I knew that he was trying to rickroll you, and I knew that he printed those.
Nice.
Here's what I
Nice.
knew. I knew he was gonna rickroll you, and I knew he printed those, but I didn't know where he put them.
So this tent, the poles light up. So we have the battery pack, and I have actually gone ahead and before the video, I put the batteries in here. So they're like 4D batteries. And there's the battery pack.
Here we go. 2 minutes. I'll set up. I don't think I'm going to fit in there. Do you?
No.
Oh, you might fit.
Okay, enough joking around. Let's get to actually setting this thing
I'm
up.
glad you got that on camera. That's kind of cool. I had that coming. I rickrolled him while he was in the shower yesterday.
The day before. I've got one coming for me too after the Animal Crossing rickroll the other day.
Well, let's see.
That's like the stakes and the poles.
Over there or over here?
What?
This tent. It's a mansion. It's probably got an upstairs in it, a bathroom, everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know when everyone else gets here, they're gonna give us a hard time about it, right?
I'm gonna sleep in the upstairs bedroom myself.
Upstairs bedroom is mine.
This.
Interesting. Did you read the instructions?
No.
You know why? Because he threw them away.
No. So we have some of the wiring for the lights here. Once we get inside the tent, oh, there's the plug-in. Lift up on arm joint. 2 people near to the left. Lift up on arm joint.
We're getting it. Slowly but surely.
Oh, God.
What? What? Fine.
Pull that down. The leg.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pull it down. Too bad we don't have a home sweet home sign. We need a home sweet home sign to hang on the wall. Look at that.
And here's the inside.
That was the fastest tent setup ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
This would have taken us like an hour in our old tent. This would have taken forever.
As battery pack, I'm gonna go put it in.
Hold on, we're not done yet. There we go. Taking it down is going to be another story.
Right.
So we're gonna do it.
Oh, cool. Nothing.
You're supposed to hook to there.
So now we just have to attach the rainfly and we are all set up. So we will see when we get that done.
Well, there it is, home sweet home. It actually took longer to put the rain fly on than it did to set up the tent.
So it should be 2 minutes with an asterisk. The rain fly was the thing that wasn't the best. Oh!
We'll give it a try and let you know how it works.
And if I unzip this, it has light up. It has.
Yeah, we'll take a picture of it later, all lit up and see.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Hey guys, so it's day 2 of our camping adventure. We got rained on yesterday afternoon and our tent did really, really well in the rain. We did some fishing. We went for a little hike that I couldn't film because my dad had his phone and he was getting the 4-wheelers for the next part of our adventure, which is we're driving right now up to the base of Green Peak, and then we're gonna ride our 4-wheelers up to the top, and it's a pretty amazing view from up there. You can see a lot of stuff from up there, so we're gonna ride our 4-wheelers up to the top and then get some pretty awesome looking shots, and then we're gonna ride back down and head back to camp. So here we are at the base of Green Peak. There's not really much to see down here at the bottom, but we're gonna go ahead and unload these 4-wheelers. And just look at this, there's a little patch of the creek back here. There's just a little patch of the river back here, and it is just such a beautiful sound. I love being around the river. The water flowing sounds amazing. Like, if that's not the awesomest sound ever, I don't know what is. Just look at this water, guys, though. The current right here. See how my hand is kind of pushing against it? That's because the current is stronger here than if I went, say, here. You can see the difference. Here in the deeper water versus in the shallow part. So, pretty cool.
Well, this is something you don't get to see every day. That's Eagle Nest Lake. All the way down there. We have our 4-wheelers out. We're getting high. Yikes.
Okay guys, so here we are at the top of Green Peak. That was kind of a long ride up. I wasn't expecting it to be that long, but look at this view. I'm zoomed in a bit because from where I'm standing, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but that down there is Ute Park, and that's where we drove through getting in here. And then that there is called Touch Me Not Peak, and that is one of the highest peaks in the state of New Mexico. And then where did you say you could see Capulan from?
You can, from where you were right there.
And then from here somewhere.
See way off the little point sticking up in the distance?
Not really.
Way on the horizon. See all the hills on the horizon?
Oh yeah.
Well, come here. The really, really cone-shaped one is Capulan Volcano.
Which one?
Straight in front of you.
Oh, I see it.
And then
Way in.
off to the right of that is Sierra Grande. That's at Des Moines. That's probably 70 miles away.
You can see Capulan Volcano National Monument from here, which is incredible because that's in Des Moines, which is probably about like 70 miles from where we're standing. And just think about how insane that is, that we can see 70 miles away from the top of this peak.
Turn around, I have a joke.
And apparently Cameron has some sort of a joke.
Denver, you're bragging about being a mile high. We're about 2 miles high.
That's funny, because see, they call Denver the Mile High City since it's 1 mile above sea level. And that's a funny joke. Just look at this. And then over there off to my left, I'm not gonna show it because it's not that interesting, but there's actually some radio towers over there. And wow, are they massive. Like, you wouldn't think that a radio tower is that big until you actually get up there, up close to it. It's huge. Let's see. You can't really see Touch Me Not Peak as much from here through all the trees, but it's there. This is an insane view. So look what we found up here. You can't see the ants, but this tree is full of carpenter ants. And look what they've done to the tree. They've eaten it all down there. And then they've chewed up right in there. And then all the way up the tree are those little holes that the ants have dug and burrowed into the tree so that they can make their nests down inside of here. And if I could get really, really close, you could see there's an ant. They're all over this tree. I can't really see them. There's another one. But there's probably an entire colony living inside of this one big dead tree, which is insane. So you can't really see it through the trees there. That lake down there, that's Eagle Nest Lake, and I am amazed by the fact that you can actually see that from here, because we are not that far from Simra, and Eagle Nest is like the next town over. And the fact that you can see the next town, the lake of the next town over, is just crazy. That just shows you how high up we are, and we're not even as high as where we were earlier. Oh wow. There. That down there is the Eagle Nest Dam, which, wow. Just, wow. That peak that we were on top of earlier we figured out the elevation was 11,000 feet above sea level. Insane.
Day 3 of camping. We are going to leave today, sadly, but we will be taking this tent down, and I don't know, what else are we gonna do? We came back from fishing. Many of you that are watching this video may have seen our fishing video, linked down in the description, by the way. And we caught a 3-pound, 16-inch fish with that very same method. My dad's gonna try and close up that expandable storage now. We could really leave it open, Dad.
I know, but if we close it, it'll be even tighter. Everything will be tighter. And smaller to deal with. Compresses it, right? Kind of like when I have to wear one of those compression shirts to suck my belly in. Same concept, right?
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, he got it.
Forgot.
Okay, he didn't get it. He forgot the stakes.
Ah. Your little lamp. So all in all, we had a really good time. Really enjoyed the weekend. It was a long weekend. We caught several fish. Cameron caught one real nice one. We started out this video to do a review on the tent we purchased, and it ended up turning into an entire vlog of the weekend, and the kids kind of made it into that, but that's okay. That's cool. That's a lot of fun. We did get a pleasant surprise over the weekend. My niece, who we had not seen in 4 years, I believe. She lives in Australia, and she surprised us at camp. Just popped up out of nowhere, and there she was. Everybody was just floored, but it was an awesome surprise. She's here for a couple weeks visiting with us, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, what about when Uncle Larry was in the bathroom and he came back and walked right past Renee and said, and he was looking for a chair. Well, Renee said, there's a chair over there. And he didn't even notice that it was Renee. And then he walked over there, grabbed the chair, put it down, sat down, and it was like, oh, Renee, how'd you get here?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We got a good laugh out of that. As far as the tent goes, we were very happy with the tent. We sat through about an hour and a half rainstorm. It shed the water just perfectly. No problems there. It does have a little LED lighting system right across the top rail, which was really cool. Really fun. Had a little battery pack and a switch, and you turn it on, and it lit up the whole tent real nicely at night. It was pretty awesome. Pretty good stuff. Very happy with that purchase at the moment. We'll see how it stands the test of time, but for right now, it's very cool. Anything else?
Like, subscribe, and share this video. And we'll see you all next time when Kiara does her Harry Potter read-through.